We're here in the beautiful city of Denver at our second annual Financial Education, Innovation, and Impact Summit. It's great to be surrounded by brilliant people full of energy, insight, kindness, all working toward the future of this field. And so I thought it would be fun to walk around and talk to people about what they love about financial education, what excites them, and what keeps them motivated. So, come with me. Here's Young, let's go talk to him. So I'd love to hear about you, your story, and why you ended up working in financial education.
I grew up in outside of US. I grew up in Cambodia, and there I watch what it's like for people to have no money, to have very little resources. So in honoring that experience and recognizing that financial literacy and money has an impact on your overall well-being, I am motivated and inspired to come into this field to see what can I do to help and to bring that humanness.
You know, that's the thing about this work. Personal finance. It's personal. Sometimes it's a struggle, sometimes it's a joy, sometimes it's something you overcome. Do you feel that people respond to that when you bring yourself into financial education?
Oh, absolutely. When you do that, you connect with them as a colleague, as a fellow travelers on this journey that could be extremely difficult. People respond to that. People respond to you just bringing finance down from this abstract thing to a more concrete, real application. And then they get to talk and they get to share, and they're comfortable doing that.
Thank you so much for your work. Thank you for everything you're doing. And I hope you take great ideas home and continue to just have a wonderful impact in your local work. There's Jennifer. Let's go talk to her. I've been thinking a lot about the work and why we do this work. And we all have a story about how we got here, how we got to FinEd. And I'd love to hear why you do FinEd, why you came here, what keeps you motivated. We'd like to know more about your story.
Okay, absolutely. Mine started very early in life. I grew up probably in a very low income home. However, we didn't talk about money. And that was probably to my detriment, because I then made lots of decisions that I wish I could go back and redo now. However, it's brought me to this journey. So I went into education, got my master's to teach high school and college level financial literacy, as well as other business courses, but really wanted to teach their students before they had the opportunity to really mess up their finances. I just want to be in front of every audience to really just guide and direct and teach and give them the tools they need to manage their own financial desires.
My grandpa used to say, you're worth more than your bank account. Absolutely. And that's what you're doing. So thank you for that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
now
you.
I'm going to go find some more folks to interview and talk to.
Great.
But thank you.
I grew up in a small farming community, and my dad was a farmer, and he worked hard. My parents worked hard, but I didn't really learn a lot about money management. You know, I made a lot of mistakes because I didn't know. I thought I knew, but I didn't really know. And then the more I learned about financial literacy, I'm like, well, I need to learn a few more things. And I want to help other people. And I really like working with people who maybe have had the same struggles as I have had. And I'm very specific about, like, let's accept what we've done and let's learn something new and be more confident.
Thank you for your work. Thank you for the heart behind your work and all you're doing for the people in your community and all that they're going to be able to do in their homes and in their families down the road, downstream, so to speak. So I think we need at least one more story to round out these interviews so we can capture some good, rich information from our attendees. So one more person, let's go find them. I just spotted Joel. Let's go talk to him. Hey Joel, how's it going?
Hey Billy, how are you?
You enjoying the conference?
I am. Great experience.
So I'd like to hear more from you about why this is important to you, why you keep doing this work, and what inspires you.
I wasn't great at managing money. I remember within that first year of college, I took on overdraft fees, nearly ruined my credit score, all of those key things, but I also remember bouncing back. I really started thinking about financial literacy and, of course, the housing crisis at the time, and I somehow stumbled into something that I really loved and that I continue to just bring joy into my life when I get a chance to engage students and other populations in financial education.
What's some advice that would help us all sort of think about our work better and differently?
I think it's really important to understand the perspectives behind someone's motivating decision-making process and taking that time just to understand them. So having that ability to be open to them, hear their perspective, but also counter with, let's create a plan together. That way, by the time you do complete this goal that you have, you can say, I did this efficiently, I did it in a way that was best for me, and then kind of build in some of those key milestone steps, starting off from really understanding them and then building from there.
I love it, keeping the person and the learner at the center. Thank you for all your work you're doing for college students. Thank you for the work you're doing in your community, and best of luck with what's next. Thanks for joining us at the Financial Education, Innovation, and Impact Summit. It really does take us all to make great change in this industry and in this field, and to provide economic empowerment and economic mobility for all. Until next time, take care.